everybody. It's Wednesday at 1 p.m.-ish Eastern Time in Montreal, and I'm doing Wire Lady TV today. We had a special request from Alman to do an umbrella keychain, so I'm going to be working on that, and in the meantime I'm going to pull up the video on my computer so I can see you guys' comments, and hope everybody had a great Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Hope you're gearing up to New Year's, gonna have a nice time with your family, and Zoom parties and all that sort of thing. So let me just open up the video here, make sure the sound's off perfect, and make my screen bigger so I can see you guys hopping on. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you're doing, what you're working on, if you're working on some new wire projects and stuff. And yeah, we've been doing some fun stuff, and also announcement that we are having another challenge coming up, so that's going to be super fun. I'll wait till a few more people hop on and then we'll talk about the challenge. Hey Clarice, nice to see you. You're the first one on. That's awesome. Yeah, today we're going to be doing like a little umbrella keychain for Alman, so hopefully Alman can hop on the live stream. And actually Alman's been trying to help me figure out how to create an event on Discord, because the challenge this time we're going to actually hold it on Discord. The challenge is not going to be on Facebook this time, it's going to be on YouTube and Discord. So we're just trying to figure out how to do that, and if we can't create an official event, there's a channel section for the new challenge coming up, so that's awesome. And yeah, so I'm going to actually flip my screen soon, and then I have to turn on the light because it's really gray out today. It's actually snowing and there's no sun, so I will put on my box light and hopefully that's going to be bright enough. So we have Sanjana hopping on, and Connie and Angela. Hi guys, nice to see you. Yeah, and that's it. So, oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is we're going to be changing the name of the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, the group on Facebook, because the group has become very, very big, and there's been a little bit of misunderstanding about the kind of intentions of the group. And the group, I originally started the group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, so people that watch the tutorials that make wire art and wire jewelry can share their work in the Facebook group. But that group got huge. It's almost 10,000 members now, and there's a lot of people that are not wire artists, which is fine. It's just we're requiring in the group now that people only post things that have wire components or wire related, just to keep it consistent. So we're changing the name of the group. I'm tending towards calling it the Wire Makers Club, so let me know in the comments if you have other ideas for names. I thought about the Wire Art and Wire Jewelry Makers Club, but that's quite a mouthful. So I think we're going to keep it really simple and just go with that. So that's going to be new changes coming up, new changes for the new year. So it's all good. So now I'm going to flip my screen, and sounds really good. Awesome. So let me flip the screen, and then we're going to work out some designs for the umbrella. And hopefully Alman's going to hop on. So I'm going to flip the screen around. You can see a little bit of, it's snowing outside, so you get to see a little slice of Montreal with the snow. And I am going to just bring this over here, turn my screen around, and there's my blank paper with my pen that I'm going to draw some pictures. So we have Tina's hopping on. Hi Tina, hi Lori, and hi JW. JW Craftworks. Awesome, that's a cool name. So let me just turn on I think it's going to be good to have a light on here because it is quite dark outside. So as long as it's not too shadowy, you guys tell me. Let me just see. There's with the light, and that's without the light. So that's, oh, is without or with the light better? I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking with the light. I think it's a little shadowy, but it's probably clear. So Alman's here. Hey Alman, how are you? And Ishita's here. Nice. So Alman, we're gonna do the umbrella. So Alman sent me a picture of the umbrella in the Discord group, so I'm just going to sketch out an idea of something that we could do for an umbrella keychain, and then we'll go from there. And so I did do umbrellas before. I don't know if they're on my channel or not. I think I've done them in the live stream before. So we're going to see. So Janice says, hello, hello. I'm going to just pull my hair back. So it's not in the way. The lighting's good. Awesome. With the light. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. And Peggy's here. Hi, Peggy. How you doing? So just to do like a keychain. So the other thing I was going to show you, because speaking of keychains, this is the latest keychain that I've done with it, which is the stethoscope, which was super fun. So then Alman asked if I could do an umbrella keychain. So this one's super fun. Tutorial's up for that one now. If I have time in the live stream, I'm going to try to do a pin with the stethoscope, but if I don't have time, I'll do a video for it. That's not a problem at all. And Amber's here. Awesome. Let's see how far we get before this starts buffering. Oh, you're on the road. Oh no, I hope you're not driving. And hi, Janine, how you doing? So to do an umbrella, and we're just gonna do it as a keychain. So, and the thing is, you want it to be pretty solid, right? So we're gonna, oh, I forgot to pull out my wire, my 18 gauge. So I think I'm gonna do like some 18 gauge wire. But the idea would just be to do, you know, something pretty basic. And then you could do like sort of lines like that. And then if you do want, you can hang down beads like that, which would be super cool. But these might be a little cumbersome dangling if it's a keychain. So what I might rather do is try to do something that's actually attached. Like for a pendant, it would be great to do those dangling, but for a keychain, you want to be careful with that for sure. So let me pull up my tools. I've got the tools here, the round pliers and the flat ones. And I just have to grab my wire because, that's the one thing I forgot. Okay, so I've got a bag of 20 and I have a bag of 18 somewhere. Yeah, so as you can see, I very carefully store my stuff in zippy bags, which is a bit of a mess, but it's all good. And so I'm gonna grab some. I have the gold, which is, this is the Michaels wire that I love. It's just sort of a generic craft wire, but I find it's really, really good for troubleshooting designs. So I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna see if I have some silver, because silver might be a good color to do for the umbrella. And I have some other wires here. They're a little bit tangled up, but let me just try to pull them out. I have all kinds. Oh, I have a steel wire, but that's way too hard. So this one, I have a bunch of wires here that I could pull out. And okay, what wire do you recommend for intricate designs? Well, it depends on what you're doing, because if you're doing weaving, a lot of people use much thinner wire. Like you usually have a thicker base wire, but then some people weave with like as small as 28 or 30 gauge, which is teeny tiny. And then you can also weave with like 24 gauge wire as well. Like anywhere from 24 to like 26, 28 type of thing. But honestly, I'm not a wire weaver. So it's really, I'm not a specialist in that. I do more wire twisting and bending. So sorry guys, I'm really tangled up in my wire. What gauge is this? The one that I'm doing, I'm going to be using for the umbrella, I'm going to use 18 gauge. But here, so that's that one. Actually, that one I think is 20. Because I'm not sure I have any 18 gauge silver left. And sadly, Michael's is closed right now, so I can't get any right now. But I could try with two different ones. You could use 18 or 20 for the umbrella keychain. This one does not look like a very nice wire. I don't think that's the Michaels wire. You know what? Even though I feel that the umbrella would be nicer in silver, I'm going to use gold just because I like this wire better. So where do you get your wire from? So I do get, okay, so I get my craft wire from Michaels, but I buy other wires on either Amazon or Etsy, depending on what wire I need. And I really like the artistic copper wire, which is by Beadalon. But this craft wire is great for samples. I really like it for doing samples. And Peggy uses 28, this favorite gauge for For weaving. Well, that's good to know, because yeah, Peggy, you do a lot, you do quite a bit of weaving, and certainly would know more than me, because it's definitely not my thing. But if you look at tutorials on YouTube for the specific designs that you want to do, usually the artist will say what kind of gauge wire to use. So to do the umbrella, oh, you're not too late, Mustafa. Thanks for hopping on. That's awesome. And we're just getting started doing the umbrella, and as usual, I'm just going to kind of wing it. So I'm going to start with the handle. I might move my camera up a little bit, just so I have a little more wiggle room for my hands. So we're going to just see here. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. Good. And Rain says, hi all, hope you had a great holiday. Yes, a happy new year to you too. Fantastic. So let's just start by doing like the handle of the umbrella. So you can just start, you know, kind of start in the middle of the wire is probably the best thing to do. And then you can just form a bit of a handle. And I've actually made these umbrellas for mixed media cards, which are really fun. So I've done like a watercolor background and then done an umbrella in the foreground, which is really fun for sure. Happy New Year, exactly. Yeah, Mustafa, you're going to get your New Year before we do, because you're ahead of us time-wise. So there we go. So there's like a little handle of the umbrella, and then to do the rest, I should have maybe made this. I'm just trying to think of how I used to do this, but one way you could do it is you can just maybe bend it across the top and then go down. I'm going to try it that way. I mean, there's many different ways you can do it. So I'm just going to take this and bend it around the top, like down and around, like all the way around here. And then you can form sort of a umbrella shape. I don't know what kind of shape I want to make. So I'm going to get a bigger form, maybe the end of my ring cone, just to get the shape of the umbrella. And then here too, we'll want to make like a little loop to hang it on. So I can't wait for the quilling video. Yes, Mustafa did a beautiful quilled brooch, right, Mustafa, on Instagram, and it's beautiful. And he inspired me to revisit my quilling. I have 1 or 2 quilling videos on the channel, but they're very basic. So I really would like to try it again. And have quilling. The only thing about quilling, it's very time consuming. So you really want to have a lot of time on your hands to be able to do a project, but it's super fun, you know, it's really fun. I've done a few things before, so that's really cool. So we're going to bring this one around here. I followed your paper clip and the ring turned out beautifully. Yay! Awesome. Well, funny you're talking about paper clips, because our next challenge is a paper clip challenge, and that's going to be coming up in about a week or two. We're doing a 10-day paperclip challenge where we're going to make all kinds of stuff out of paper clips. And I was mentioning earlier in this live stream that the challenge is not going to be on Facebook this time. Instead of doing it on Facebook, we're just going to do it on Discord, which is an app where you can share photos. And I'll put the link up below in the description. And basically, you don't. It's just an app where you create a account, and it's much more discreet than Facebook. It's you can use whatever username you want, and you can share photos in the group. So we've been sharing photos from the live streams and stuff in that group. And so the paperclip challenge will be on Discord this time. Hi Ginger, how are you? Hi Joanna, what are you making? I've actually got to see. Yes. Okay, your time is different. Yes, for sure. So we're making umbrellas. This was for Alman, who requested an umbrella tutorial. I think I've made it a little bit big for a keychain, but that's okay. So what I wanted to do though is to try to do these beads hanging down rather than do them separate, because I think for a keychain it's going to be very fragile if you have little beads that are going to get stuck on things. So my challenge for this live stream will be how to add some beads without making them dangly. So I think I'm going to use this size, which is the Miracle Beads the 6mm miracle beads. So the idea, what I was thinking, and maybe I should draw it first, is I think we can put really tiny tassels. Ooh, that'd be really cool. Nice. So if we're going to bring this down here and put the bead on there, so then we could, but I'd also like to make it look somewhat like a raindrop. You can almost even, I'm just thinking because this wire is thick, we can almost add other wires after. The trouble is sometimes there's so many possibilities that you just don't even know where to go with it. But I think for now what I'm going to do is just try to wind it with the wire and see if it looks like anything. And if it doesn't, I can always pull it back, you know, because that's the advantage of doing the live streams, is you just didn't, oh, well, now that's interesting. I think rather than wind it, maybe what I'm going to do is just bend this. Here, I'm going to open it up again. I'm going to bring it over here, bend it at a right angle, okay? And then if I do that, and then that, and then that, let's see if that's going to look, it's a little distorted, but let me just see what's going to happen here. Okay, if we bring it up like that, it kind of looks like a drop. I don't mind it. It's kind of interesting. If it just goes like that, it might come undone, but I think I want this to be more curved though. So let me just see what I can do with that. Yeah, it looks like a raindrop when it's kind of like that. But now I'm thinking maybe this bead I chose is a little bit big. But okay, let's just do a bunch of them and then we'll see how it looks. So sometimes I wind the wire right around it, which I could do too. I'm gonna try to wind it right around too to see what it does. I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea or not, because we could also do it like that. That's kind of interesting too. So let me try it like that. Okay. Put in a twist. Yeah, we could probably do a twist. The trouble is this wire is so thick. If I was using like 20 gauge wire, we could twist it around. In fact, I was thinking maybe I could even add a separate wire after, but I think for the first one, I'm going to just try it simple, and then maybe I can do another one after. So we're going to bring this one down here. Same thing, and then just kind of bring it around. It might get completely distorted, but then the hard part is to try to get it even, right? So if we bring it down here, and you just have to kind of wiggle it around, you know, just kind of sculpt it around to see how it goes, because this might or might not work. And sometimes we can fix it up at the end if it doesn't quite work. This one's not too bad. It's not really looking like raindrops. I think if I like the idea of twisting it, like Connie said, but the trouble is it's a little bit thick. So we can try to do one twist. Let's try to do one twist and see if it works. Maybe not that way, maybe this way, and hopefully it doesn't break. Okay, let's just see. Yeah, I probably should have used the 20 gauge. Actually, the twist is interesting. I like that. That's kind of cool. It's very thick, but it's not too bad. So which way did I twist it? That way? Okay, so let's try the same thing. I actually might run out of wire for this because it's kind of short now, but let's just see what we can do. So if we do the same thing, hold it this way and twist it. Okay, twist it around. Boy, this is a workout for my fingers. Around and around. It's kind of interesting. I like the twist. Wow. My hands are in pain, but that's okay. It looks really good. So there we go. So that's holds it in place, and it looks kind of funky. And I like the idea because then these beads aren't dangling. And for a keychain, I think it's a good idea. So we've got that one. So let's go ahead and do the other one. Yeah. I can sue you for a pain in my hands, but I won't, because your idea is great. It looks amazing. So now what I want to do, and what I should have done now, is measured how far down I bent this, because once you twist it, it gets really distorted out of shape. So now I don't know my measurement. It looks pretty. I like the twist. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. So I should have bent these two sides at the same time because this is actually going to get pulled in shorter. So that's a good thing to keep in mind if you guys make one, that you want to make sure that you bend this side and that side in at the same time. So let's just bring this one around, and we're going to do the same thing where we bring it up. And you'll see it's probably going to get a little bit distorted, but that's okay. So we're going to bring this one up here and around and up. Okay, and then this one, we want to do the same thing where it's kind of bent out a little bit to be like raindrop shaped. Okay, that one too, raindrop shape. And then we want to, how do? We bend it in, I think. So we got to go one way and one way. Did I bend it too many times? I think I bent it too many times too. I might have bent it in too many times. I'm not sure. Let's see. We're going to do this way. And, oh, I kind of like the way it goes out like that too, but we can fix that up. I think sometimes when you do it like the mirror image, it's hard to like get the same movement there, but that's not too bad. It's a little wonky there. I'm not sure what happened. We'll just push that in a little bit maybe. So we're going to go from there. So Dominic, can you please make a video of an arrow in a heart? Ah, that's cool. I have some videos with arrows, and I think we did an arrow in the heart for one of the challenges, the gift challenge maybe it was, but in a heart ring, but in a ring is a good idea. So you know what, I'm going to write that down. Because sometimes I can do these. I'm going to write it down, and I'll write your name so I remember who it is. Dominic Lara, and just on my brother's account. Cool, no problem. Or a crown ring. Yeah, I don't think I have a crown ring. I know I've seen other crown rings on YouTube. You can always search YouTube for a crown ring tutorial, and I bet you can find something for sure. But I don't think I've done a crown ring before. I don't think so. So, but I like that. I like the art and the heart and the arrow idea for a ring. That would be super cute. So let's just bring this one around here. Same thing. We're going to bring it around here and that way. And then we're going to twist it again. I think we're twisted to the outside. I think I twisted that one the wrong way. I think that's the problem. I think I twisted it the wrong way. The scarf pin, that was it. Okay, thanks, Mustafa. I thought we'd done it, but I couldn't remember. Hi, Karen. How are you? I buy my wire from a lady on eBay. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, so everybody's got their... There's the suppliers for wire. I don't have one specific person. This is really cute. So now what I'm going to do is I'll have to finish this one off. I wish this was longer because then I would like do something up there, but I think I'm just going to finish it up and then we're going to go from there. And yeah, I don't have one specific seller that I buy the wire from, but because often they'll like the shops will close or whatever. So I try to order from the same places when they're still available. So now I'm going to clip this little end off here. And a hardware shop. Oh, only silver. And Connie uses Parawire. Okay, yeah. I tried Parawire. The ones I've tried are quite soft, but I like the beadle-on wire. It's really good. And then for the samples, I just use craft wire from Michaels. So now we've got that one. And then if you want to curve this a little bit more, okay, and then maybe after we'll do one with like, we could do one with dangling beads too, so because that looks cute when they're dangling. So we've got that, and then we can just wind this around the same place. So just wind this all the way around. And then if you want, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, it's being kind of funny there because I want it to, actually I want that one to hook on that one so they don't come apart. So what I'm going to do is pull this back and go into here. Perfect. And Parawire is good for weaving. That makes sense. Yeah, for sure. So it's, Karen says, welcome, Isabella. Is there an Isabella that hopped on? I'm just trying to, I'm trying to catch all these comments, guys, and sometimes I catch them, sometimes I don't. So there we go. So we've got this one here, and then I want to loop this, I think, around here, and then that way it's just going to make it so it doesn't like separate. That's the trouble, is you want to get them in a way that they're not going to separate. So that works quite well. And then say you did want to do like a line from there to there. I think what I'm going to do though is just clip this, because I don't have enough to go to the other side. We're just going to clip this and pinch that in. So this is so far the umbrella. It's super cute. It's a little large for a keychain, but it's cute. I like it. I like the idea of the beads in there and then twisting them in. That turned out really well. My shape might not be perfect, but the shape you can always get some clip art off the internet and try something like that. And then what you would want to do is do like little lines in there. So I can get another wire and cut this. Parawire doesn't have different tempers. Yeah, it's, oh, and it's not really soft. Yeah, I think it just depends on the wire, because even in the artistic wire, sometimes depending on the color or the lot, they can be different different softness. Sometimes it's hard to predict. So we're going to take this and bend this one around, okay, just at the top. And then just to give it a little more detail, we can even bring it down a little bit if you want. You can just bring this down here. And it's nice if there's like a little line in there. So what I'm going to do is, which way do I want to bend it? I'm just trying to see the best place to bend it. So if we bring it down to the right and then around like that, you could do that. And as long as it's going to hold, that's the trouble. We want it to hold. So if we might have to bring it here, I think you could do this with a thinner wire if you wanted to. So I'm just going to bring it. You just need to make sure it goes like a complete twist around. Is there any way to recycle scrap wire? Ah, yes. Yeah, actually, there's a few things you could do. I actually threw a bunch of wire in my to-do basket of ideas to do with scrap wire, and one was what I was thinking was just to like crunch it up and make beads out of it. That might be interesting, but I try not to throw out my scraps, because it's always good to have short pieces for if you just need like little short pieces in a project. So I try not to throw out my scrap wire as much as possible, and usually it comes in handy, unless it's like rusted out or something, like some of the older wires that I had, but most wires I have now stay pretty nice. So there is the, see, the lines make a huge difference, right? For the umbrella. So this is a way to make one that's like super solid. And because I don't have a gold keychain, I'm going to make a silver one now. And I do have keychains here. I love it. Yay, that's awesome. Perfect. So there we have, these are the keychains I have, and I already have them set up with a steel wire that I can add something to. So I think what I'm going to do is do a smaller umbrella, and then we'll add it to the silver keychain. So let's do that. So I'm just going to cut, I think this is 20 gauge wire. I'm not even sure what it is. So let's just do that. And I'm going to just get a cloth to clean it with. Okay, so let me just, Laurie says, love it, thank you. And beautiful, beautiful, thank you guys. I'm just gonna get my cloth. I have this cloth for cleaning. This is a polishing cloth. A lot of jewelry makers use these. It's got like a chemical side and then a buffering side. So I use this. So we're gonna just clean it off. You clean it with the red side, and then you flip it, and then you kind of buffer it with the yellow side. So this is a good way to clean your wire. I'm not sure what this wire is. It's not really cleaning that well, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what it is. So I'm just gonna grab a sip of water. If you see, if you see a new account that says Isabella Lara, that's my new account. Oh, okay, so Dominic Lara is the same as Isabella. So is it Isabella or Dominic? That's the part that's very confusing because I have a lot of trouble remembering usernames, and I try to write them down. So if you guys have a different name from your username that you want me to use, just let me know and I can write it down. So do you ever use Flatwire? Yeah, I have a few videos with Flatwires. Isabella on my bio account. So it's Isabella. Okay, got it. So I'm going to write that down so I know. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, so now let's try one with a smaller wire. This is like a 20 gauge wire. And we're just going to try to make it a little bit smaller this time. So I'm going to just bring this up. This one's quite soft, actually. And then I'm going to just bring this one down. And then we can actually do it with the dangling. Let's try it with the dangling wires this time. It might be a little more fragile, but that's okay. So we're just going to bring this one around here. Okay, and just bring this one around here on top of there. And then, yeah, I'm going to try to make it a little bit smaller. I think it's going to be cute. So just bring this. I really don't know what this wire is. It might be, they called it alpaca. They used to call it alpaca wire from Mexico. I don't even know if they sell it anymore, but it was a wire that a lot of jewelry from Mexico was made out of. And I used to have a lot of that wire. It was popular in the 90s. When I was selling jewelry on the street, like everybody was using that wire, but I don't even think they sell it anymore. So, hey Tish, how are you? And for the store, what should I ask for at the stores to buy these wires? I guess it depends where you buy it. Like if you're going into a hardware store, you would want to ask for copper or brass or something like that. But in a jewelry maker store, they would have all kinds of different kinds of wire that you can use. So now to have these little, I'm just trying to decide how I want to hang the beads down now, because I'm just thinking out loud here, because there's a few things we can do. Because if you want to just dangle them down, you could just do like a little loop, or I'm thinking maybe just do a loop this way. Maybe I'll just do a loop this way just to try something different, but I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger because you want to also add that cross loop. So this might or might not work, but I'm just going to try it anyways. So if we do this and then go around here, okay, around here, and then we'll see. Anyways, what you could do is just like whatever you like from the tutorials, you could try it, and if you want to combine like techniques, you can definitely combine them as well. So I'm just going to play around with this, go up a little bit, down a little bit, because for this one I wanted to try just dangling some beads down, so it might or might not work. This wire is funny. It's kind of a little bit stiff, but it's not too stiff. So I know it's not steel wire, but it must have some kind of brass or something in it because it is a little bit stiff. You're doing it so easily. Yeah, yeah. It's not too hard to work with this one. I wish I knew what it was. I think I just found it in my bin of wire, and like I said, it's probably this alpaca silver wire from Mexico. It's I'm pretty sure that's it, because that wire is a little bit more kind of antique-y looking. It's really nice for that sort of like traditional jewelry, the imported jewelry that you can get from there. And yeah, I think that's what it's from my street vending days. So now let's just do another one here. This is not going to be even whatsoever, but that's okay. We're just going to play around with it. So we're going to go around here. In fact, the shape isn't super umbrella yet. I like that this one is a little more loopy. That's kind of interesting. And then we just bring this one around and just like really get that stuck in there to hook it into there. You make it look so effortless. Yeah, 30 years of practice. Thank you, Mustafa. Yes, definitely 30 years. I started making jewelry in 1989, and yeah, it's been fun. Actually, I just posted a picture on Instagram of a saxophone pin, and then like in the slider, there's a picture of one that I made almost 30 years ago. So it just, some of the designs really evolve for sure. So now what I would want to do is, I think I'm going to leave this one up here to form the beads to go on the keychain. I might even just like leave it like this for now, but I'm going to get another piece. I just have to get another piece of the wire, and I'll add the little cross section on there. So there we go. When's your birthday? Is that for me? When's my birthday? My birthday's past. I had my birthday in November. Actually, I did a live stream on my birthday. That was super fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So there we go. We're going to go around here. And then after that, we went downtown for Italian food, which was really nice. My friend has an Italian restaurant downtown, and they're only doing takeout, but we got takeout and ate our dinner in the car, which was super fun. So let's see. Isabella says, I'm going to make one of your rings. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I have a whole playlist of ring tutorials, so you can definitely choose one. My favorite one, well, the simplest one is the one that's rings to make and sell. That's the video if you search my channel, and it's just a basic ring where you could put a bead in the middle. It's really cute. But there's other ones, like some people like the moon ring, and there's all kinds of other ones as well. There's kitty rings, all kinds of things. So now I'm just going to stick this one in here to hold it in place. I'm a beginner. Yeah, lots of beginner tutorials too. And if you're looking for general beginner tutorials, just search YouTube for beginner wire jewelry tutorial, and you'll find tons of stuff. Yeah, lots of choice. And Amber says, my birthday live was a blast. That was so much fun. Yeah, I couldn't have thought of a better way to spend my birthday. That was awesome. That was so much fun. And let me just clip the end here. And then we're going to do the other side, and then we can hang some beads. Yeah, the shape of my umbrella leaves a little bit to be desired, but sometimes it's in the details. And Remy says, hi Heather, hello, how are you? So we're gonna bring this one over here. Oh, the zodiac rings are cute too, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about those ones. The rings to buy and sell are very easy. Yes, exactly. I got to see the birthday live stream too. That was really fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Super fun. Yeah, and what are you guys doing for New Year's? Let me know in the comments. We're actually going to do another picnic in the car. We're going to go downtown and get pizza. So that's our plan for New Year's Eve. We usually go to Ottawa to see my family, but that's not happening this year. So yeah, let me know if you have any creative New Year's plans. I'd love to know. So here's this one. This side got a little bit too. There's a shadow. It got a little bit too like pushed over there, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to make sure that this stays in place well. So there's two options. You can either like bead it and add it to this, or what would be better is if you want to add beads on top, I would just like finish this off here. So what you can do is actually take this, make a loop at the back, okay, just make a little loop at the back, and bring this one around here. So that's going to be your loop to the back, and just bring this one around here. And sometimes it's good to actually hook it in there so it won't go back up and down type of thing. You're going to do nothing. Okay, there's probably a lot of online stuff that you can watch as well. We're not the only ones that do van picnics. Exactly. Oh, well, you're lucky you have a van. We have a Toyota Yaris, which is very small for picnics, especially since my husband is like 6 feet tall. So it makes for a very tight picnic, but they're super fun. So here is the umbrella, and now we need some little raindrops. So let's do some raindrops. We'll just get some scraps of the wire. This is where you can use scraps of wire. Or you can use head pins. Actually, head pins would be better because then you wouldn't have the loop on the bottom. Let me get my head pins, and we're going to do that. I just have to find them in my pile of stuff. Yeah, so these are my bag of silver findings. So I'm going to look in there for head pins. So looks beautiful. Thank you. We're in Tier 4, so we can't do anything. Ditto. Yeah. Well, we can get takeout food and eat in the car. So that's definitely the plan. So here's some head pins. These ones are a little long, but that's okay. I'll just trim them. And we're going to do the elegant umbrella you got there. Thank you. Yeah, so this is our second attempt at the umbrella. And then we can do, after, I want to try to do the stethoscope pin if we have time. So we're going to see, oh, we're getting a little tight for time. I might do that one after the fact. So we're going to go ahead and just stick this one on here to try to do the raindrops. But now what I'm thinking is, I hadn't expected to do it with the head pin. I don't know if you can bend this wire very well. Let me just see. It's not too bad. It's pretty soft. I don't usually bend the head pins, but this might work. And if you don't have the head pin, actually this is going to be easier with wire. I don't know why I decided to do it with the head pin. This doesn't make sense. Let me just see. No, I think this doesn't make sense at all. So let me skip that. Because if you were dangling them right down, let me put it back. Okay. If you were dangling them right down, that would work. Okay, so let's try both ways. So if you're going to dangle it right down, it would work. But what I wanted to do, and I don't know why I didn't think of that to begin with, because this is the way I usually do it, is I just put this one in here. Can't wait to add this umbrella tutorial on my business. Okay, I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Don't worry, you get it. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. No, I'm definitely not going to hurt myself. So we're going to bring this one around here and around here, and then we're going to try to form some kind of raindrop. So let's see what we can do around here. This wire is a little stiff for this, but it's not too bad. So I have done raindrops like this in another tutorial, and now I forget which one it is, but I definitely have done this before. So we're going to bring this one in here and try to form a kind of a raindrop thing. I probably should have chosen a softer wire, but that's okay. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to bring this one up here. Fantastic. And try to form the raindrops. So it's kind of working okay, kind of not. I'm going to try it a different way now. So let's try a few ways. We're going to try it this way. Here, we'll do the vote thing again. So we're going to try it this way. I should get a thinner wire. Let me just check if I have a slightly thinner wire. I think the 24 might be better. I just have to find it. Okay. So I'm going to grab some other wire because this one I'm finding really super thick. So thank you so much, Mustafa. I really appreciate that. Fantastic. So there we go. Let us take this one out. Great. And this is a 24 gauge wire. Perfect. So let's try that because the other one was the head pin didn't work. The other wire was too thick. So let's try the 24 gauge wire and see what we can do. And luckily I have more of these miracle beads. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to read the comments and moderate at the same time, so I really appreciate Mustafa's helping me out with that, so that's fantastic. So let's take this one now and try to do a raindrop with that. So let's just bring that one around that way and around that way because I found that the other wire was a little too thick. And then this way we can maybe make it more raindrop-like. And like I said, for a keychain, it might be a little bit fragile, but you see it looks nice. Like, oh, here it's too shadowy. It looks really nice like that. It's got a nice kind of look. So I just realized tomorrow's my brother's birthday. Oh, okay, wow, that's soon. I hope you have a gift for him, and if not, you can make him an umbrella keychain. So now we're going to take this, and then we take our flat pliers, and we'll just put one on top of the other here, and then bring this one around. Okay, so we're just going to bring that one all the way around, and then we will clip it, and then that can hang down like that, and it's super cute. So let's just bring this one to the front. Okay, Yes, happy birthday to your brother. Absolutely. Fantastic. Are you guys going to have a special dinner or something? Doing something special for his birthday? What is tomorrow? Is tomorrow New Year's Eve already? Wow, I can't believe it. It's so fast. Okay, let's get to bring this. No, not tomorrow. It's the next day, right? No, tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and then the next day is New Year's Day. Wow, I'm losing track of my time. So I would get silver-colored copper myself. Okay, yes. Stainless steel is really hard, yeah. So there we go. So there's just like a little raindrop thing. It's just cute. Yeah, it's a little low. It's dangling down a little bit low, but just to see sort of the difference of like different ways you can do this. I think for the keychain, honestly, the first design is probably better, just because it won't get caught on things. So it's on New Year's. Okay, cool. Oh, that's right, because you guys are later there too. So now we're going to take this one and just bring it around and form a bunch of these raindrops. So we're going to bring this one around here, bring this one here, kind of spread it up a little bit. And then rather than like using individual pieces of wire, I'm just going to do them all at once. We're going to hold this one in place, bring it around. They might be slightly different sizes. That's okay. So there's another one, and let's do another one. I have other colors of blue too. I don't know why I always stick with the turquoise. I like the turquoise, but I do have like a royal blue as, whoa, that's not royal blue. I have a royal blue as well. Let me just find the royal blue just to see. I have so many of these little miracle beads, and of course now the royal blue doesn't want to. This is the royal blue one too, which is a little bit darker, but personally I like the turquoise. It's one of my favorite colors. So we're going to put this one in here. You're really big inspiration for Wire Art, Heather. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Sabrina, hi Sabrina. We've been trying your tutorials all the way from Kenya. How awesome is that? That is so cool. Fantastic. What time is it in Kenya? I would like to know. It must be, I don't know, like 12 hours later or something like that, or maybe not that much. So we're going to take this one and bring that one around. That is so cool. I've never been to Kenya. The furthest I've been is to Europe. And I've been to England, Germany, Amsterdam. That's about it. I went to Turkey a long time ago. I haven't traveled for a while. 9:50 now. Cool. That's cool. I think Mustafa's at the same time over there. I'm not sure. Like I've kind of lost track. I think you're 9 hours later. So, and then of course there was the daylight savings time. So that kind of changed things up a little bit too. So we're going to just bring this one up here, and we will have all 4 raindrops. Perfect. And around here, some of them are a little bit bigger. It's 12. Oh, wow, it's later there. Okay, I didn't realize it was that late. Seriously love your aw, thank you so much. And 10 p.m. Sanjana right there, and 12:21 for Alman's the same as Mustafa. That's right. Wow. Well, it's a good thing I don't do I used to do my live streams at 9 o'clock at night, but that probably would be not a good time for people. So let me know if you guys have a better time for tutorials, but this seems to be a good time. Like it's, because I usually go out later in the afternoon. So this is a good time to do live streams, because I can do them right after lunch, and then I go do my errands after the live streams. So that works quite well. I have to go to my post office today, so that's sort of the only plan, because tomorrow they close early at like 2 in the afternoon. So that's the plan. I have a delivery place that I go for my Etsy orders, so that's where I'm heading this afternoon. Although it's really quiet on Etsy right now. It's the Christmas rush is over. Yeah, very, very quiet. So now you see what I'm doing. I'm just doing like little loops on this to hang on the umbrella, and then I'm usually teaching during the live streams. Oh yes, of course, that's it. But it's the holidays now, so that's kind of nice. Have a little bit of a break. Cool. So
And hopefully you received my... I still have not received anything, Mustafa, but honestly, the mail is really slow right now. And I've had a few things that I've sent out to people in the States that one parcel I sent to the States took 45 days, which was ridiculous. I think it got lost in the mail. But the mail right now is very unpredictable, and none of the delivery times are guaranteed. So it will be very much appreciated when it comes, and hopefully it'll come soon. Yeah, 12:51 there. Okay, perfect. So there we go. So we're gonna just finish this one, and that'll be done. And then I'm going to add it to the keychain, and I'll just show you how I add the beads to that. So here, this one's super all dressed, funky. So those hang down the little, oh, I like them. They're a little long, but that's okay. And then if you're gonna do the keychain, this is actually stainless steel wire to attach it. And Anne says, finally caught the live stream. Awesome, we're just finishing up, but that's okay. You're here just in time. And what I'm going to do now is add just some fun beads to the keychain as well. So let's do it. Looks beautiful. Thank you. Let me see if I have a nice little crystal-y bead to put like that. Oh, what's this one? This one's interesting, but it's got, oh no, that's green. That's not going to work. I just was hoping I had a glass type bead. Ooh, look at this one. This has got a flower on it. I kind of like that. That's interesting. There's like a, ooh, that's kind of fun. I like that flower. So we'll put the flower on there, and maybe just I'll put another little miracle bead on there. I don't want to put too many beads, but just to have a little something fun to add to, I'm just going to do it like that. I think that's super cute. And then what you want to do is bend this back. Ooh, this one's really hard compared to the other one. This is stainless steel. So we're just going to, I use the stainless steel sometimes on the keychains because it's they're more resistant. So we just do that little loop like that, and maybe make this part a little bit smaller. Okay. And now we are going to stick that one on here and close that one up. Hold it with the pliers, flat pliers. Bring it around. Now, because this stainless steel wire is crazy hard, I use my memory wire cutters to cut it. Otherwise, I'm going to completely ruin my cutters. So trouble is I'm still not used to using these, so I have to figure out how to access that little corner to clip it without clipping the rest of it. So let me just bring that in. There we go. So that's, I use these for sure for the memory wire and for that. And so let's see what we did today. We're not going to have time for another thing today, but that's okay. We're focusing on the umbrellas, which is good. So let me just get this to sit properly. Okay, we're going to bring that one down here. Get these little ones to hang down. Okay, so there's one. These ones are having trouble hanging down, but that's okay. So there's the little one, and then the bigger one. Amazing, thank you. And there's the bigger one. So this one might be a better idea for the keychain because these beads are twisted in. This one looks better, I think, because these ones, I'm trying to think. Yeah, this one, it's hard to say. I forget how I did them. But anyways, this one, I like this one the best out of all of them. So if you're watching the video, scroll back to this one to see how I did that one. And that looks really good. And be sure when you make this to bend these edges at the same time so they become symmetrical. I like the dangling beads. Yeah, I like the dangling beads too. I think they're super cute. Like I said, the only problem with those is for a keychain, they'd be a little bit more fragile. So guys, and Crystal's hopping on. She says, hi. That's it. I want my umbrella. Cool. So I'm going to close the light. I'm going to flip the screen. Let me flip it around. There we go. And I'm going to wish everybody a super happy new year. Big thank you to everybody for all your support on my channel. I have so much fun. I'm really always enjoy doing the live streams and getting your great feedback, great ideas. So 2 things to remember. There's the paperclip challenge, 10-day paperclip challenge coming up. And within about a week to 10 days, I'm going to post about it in the Discord group, and I'll put the
the link below. And also, I'm changing the name of the Facebook group. So the Facebook group is probably going to become the Wire Makers group. That's coming up soon. And thank you guys for your wonderful comments and feedback. And have a safe and happy new year. And thank you, Mustafa. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And we will see you guys on Facebook, Discord, and back on my channel really soon. So have a great day, night, and evening. Bye.